Television manufacturers have set your factory defaults incorrectly, and those default choices are quietly ruining the picture quality you paid thousands of dollars to enjoy. Today on TechVibes, we are exposing 7 hidden settings that the TV industry buries deep inside nested menus on purpose. Correcting these adjustments takes only seconds, costs nothing, and will instantly unlock the true performance of your display panel. Step 1 is disabling artificial motion smoothing to kill the cheap soap opera effect. Feature films are mastered at 24 frames per second, which provides the natural cadence your eyes expect from cinema. Because modern panels refresh at 60, 120, or 240 Hz, built-in processors generate synthetic intermediate frames to fill the gaps. This processing makes cinematic movies look like cheap home video productions. Grab your remote, navigate to Picture Settings, locate options labeled Motion Smoothing, True Motion, Motion Flow, Auto Motion Plus, or Motion Interpolation, and turn the setting completely off. Keep in mind that major firmware updates occasionally re-enable this feature. So check this setting periodically to ensure movies retain their intended frame pacing. Step 2 is switching away from showroom presets over to cinema-accurate picture modes. Factory standard, vivid, and dynamic presets are engineered exclusively for fluorescent-lit retail store aisles to catch customer eyes from across the showroom floor. In a normal living room environment, vivid mode blows out bright highlights, oversaturates primary colors, and turns skin tones a harsh orange. Open your picture settings menu and change your active mode to movie, cinema, or filmmaker mode. The colors might appear warmer at first glance because your eyes need a brief moment to adjust away from artificial blue light. Once your vision recalibrates, you will enjoy balanced contrast, natural textures, and accurate studio mastering. Step 3 is reducing your artificial sharpness slider to reveal genuine texture and detail. Cranking the sharpness control does not add authentic resolution to your screen. The processor simply analyzes high contrast borders and applies dark and light halo outlines around edges, giving facial features a crunchy plastic appearance. Access your picture settings, find the sharpness slider, and reduce it down to 0 or 10 depending on your brand. Lowering this slider removes digital ringing artifacts and allows the natural texture of fabrics, skin, and fine background elements to display cleanly. Step 4 is disabling overscan to stop your TV from cropping off the outer edges of your content. Many smart displays still ship with legacy overscan enabled, which cuts off 2 to 5% of the outer boundary of the frame. This ancient analog setting clips sports scoreboards, pushes subtitles off-screen, and misaligns the original director framing. Go into picture settings, locate aspect ratio, picture size, or screen format, and set it to just scan, screen fit, full pixel, original, or dot by dot. Switching this option restores full 1-to-1 pixel mapping so you see the complete uncropped image. Step 5 is turning off dynamic contrast algorithms that crush shadow detail. Dynamic contrast tools constantly shift brightness levels dynamically during scenes, crushing deep shadow gradients in dark rooms and blowing out highlights in bright scenes. Entering cinema mode often leaves these dynamic contrast boosters enabled quietly in secondary menus. Navigate to advanced picture settings, locate dynamic contrast, contrast enhancer, or dynamic backlight, and switch every single one completely to off. Disabling these options preserves fine shadow detail and prevents the panel from constantly pumping brightness up and down. Step 6 is shutting down eco modes and ambient light sensors to unlock full HDR brightness. Factory eco modes and ambient power saving sensors are turned on by default, so manufacturers can hit specific energy certification labels on the box. In practice, these modes throttle panel backlights by 30 to 40%, severely crippling peak brightness and ruining high dynamic range performance. Open your general settings or system settings, locate eco mode, energy saving, power saving, or ambient light sensor, and turn all of them off. Restoring your panel to full output power ensures HDR10 and Dolby Vision highlights reach their true dynamic potential. Step 7 is enabling enhanced HDMI signal bandwidth across all physical ports. On almost every modern display, full HDMI bandwidth ships turned off by default on secondary inputs, preventing connected media players and consoles from delivering full 4K resolution at 60 frames per second with HDR color. Open General Settings, navigate to Inputs or External Device Manager, and locate HDMI Enhanced Format, HDMI UHD Color, HDMI 2.1 mode, Input Signal Plus, or Deep Color. Toggle this enhanced mode on for every active port connecting your streaming devices, gaming systems, and media boxes. Your screen may briefly refresh, after which your television will finally receive uncompressed high bandwidth signals.